You want me to do what? I goggled at my boyfriend, whose resting grump face was softened by a hopeful half-smile. Go on a wee swim with me. Lachlan held up a bundle of glossy, short brown fur the same color as the darker streaks in his hair. In my skin. He ducked his chin, pink infusing his tanned cheeks. You've never seen me in my skin? And that, my friends, was the problem. I wanted to see him in his skin. Every 6'6", broad-shouldered, beefcake, gorgeous inch of it. But he wasn't talking about that skin. Nope, he was talking about his seal skin. As in, sometimes he's a seal, and not the Navy kind. Nope, an actual seal. Yeah, my boyfriend, the selkie. Not only a selkie, but the selkie king, if he'd ever bothered to take the throne. And me, just a human ex-tabloid photographer who somehow got lucky enough to earn a place with the supernatural community, land a job with Quest Investigations, and score a super hot boyfriend who sometimes had flippers instead of hands and feet. Hashtag life goals. I've already seen you in your sealskin, I grumbled, as I braced myself against the rocking of the Crinamara, Lachlan's cabin cruiser. So that argument won't fly. His eyebrow, the one bisected with the thin white scar, shot up. You have? When? During our first case. It was my turn to blush. I kind of watched you when you went over the side after we found that dead herring in your berth. Lachlan grinned, altogether too smug. See anything you like? Don't be a jerk, you know I did. My eyes widened. You, replaced that mattress, right? His grin faded and he laid his sealskin across the pilot's chair so he could rest his hands on my shoulder. Of course I did. Your comfort is everything to me, Matthew. He nudged my chin up and kissed me softly. If I have my way, you'll never be anything but comfortable, happy, and contented. I peered up at him, smiling slyly. I'd be very comfortable, happy, and contented if you took me to bed right now. What can I say? I've got zero game. I want you to understand me, to know me. This. He gestured to the ocean and to his sealskin. It's who I am. It's a part of me. You know what's a part of me? I said testily. The part that objects to voluntary hypothermia. Matthew. My shiver wasn't entirely the result of the throaty burr in Lachlan's voice when he said my name, because the wind off the water was freaking cold, even in the shelter of the pilot house. I need you to embrace all of me. I hugged my jacket tighter to my chest. I'd prefer to embrace all of you in front of a nice cozy fire, or better yet, in a nice cozy bed. Lachlan chuckled and stroked my face. We'll get there, I promise. And the sooner you're in the sea, the sooner I'll be able to keep you warm. I leaned into his touch and sighed. Just remember that berth waiting for us down below. Fine, let's get this over with. His smile nearly melted my bones, and if I got a little distracted watching him take off his clothes, baring every inch, and there were a lot of inches, if you get my drift, of his skin, trust me, if you could have seen him, you'd have been drooling too. If I wasn't so obsessed with all things supernatural, I'd have almost objected when he pulled on his sealskin. Except he bent over to slip it over his feet, so, there was that. I might have whimpered. He heard me because of course he did, and paused with the skin pulled up to his waist. Matthew? Right, sorry. I glanced around the pilot house. Where's my wetsuit? Is it below? His brows drew together in confusion. There's no wetsuit. A dry suit, then. That would be better. I'd heard that wetsuits weren't exactly toasty. Matthew. He approached me again, his lower half encased in that fur that looked softer than silk and fit him like, well, a second skin. He still had the usual number of legs and feet. He couldn't shift unless he was actually in the ocean, and his chest was bare and dusted with another kind of fur. Rawr. I thought you understood. All your skin must be touched by the sea, as is mine.